Bonjour les garçons. In the video of today I would like to discuss with you a very important matter in French grammar. It is called les verbes en ER. Les verbes ER. So these verbs, they are the majority of French verbs. They account to basically 99% of them. Most of our verbs are ER verbs. You think of verbs such as manger, to eat, regarder, to watch, donner, to give, parler, to speak, écouter, to listen, crier, to shout, pleurer, to scream, répéter, to repeat, and the list can just go on and on and on and on. Okay, so all this constitutes basically 99%. The ER verbs are about 99% of French verbs. But there is something special about them. There is a pattern. There is something we called conjugaison. Conjuguer. Conjuguer, as a matter of fact, is also an ER verb. Conjuguer means that you are going to change the ending of the verb. Let me show you one example. I'm going to pick any of these. I'm going to pick any of these verbs. I'm going to pick the verb parler, to speak. And let me show you how it works. When trying to conjugate, when trying to use this verb in the present tense, I cannot say je parlais. This is not correct. This is actually broken French. Je parlais is wrong. I have to change the verb. So how am I going to do this? First of all, I'm going to remove that thing at the end. See? This is called le radical, or radical, the root. I have to get rid of the ER. I can do the same for regarder. All the ER verbs, when you want to use them, we are going to get rid of that thing right at the end. The E and the R. We get rid of le radical. And then we need to add some endings. So let me show you what it looks like. Just one more space. We're going to add E, ES, E, ONS, EZ, and ENT. Now you look at these things and you are thinking, yeah, but how are we supposed to add this? Well, this is very simple. You will add this for each subject or person. So you will add the first one for je, the second one for tu, the third one for il, elle, and also on, which means we or people. You're going to add this for nous, vous, il with S, and elle with S. In case you forgot, these are the French subjects. So I, je, you, tu, il, he, elle, she, on, we, people. Nous, we, vous, you. But this one is more than one person, or if you are polite, you will use this when talking to me, for example. And finally, il, they, masculin, elle, they, féminin. And your verbs will look like this. So let's pick this one first. Manger, right? Manger means to eat. I eat a pizza. There is nothing simpler than that. Je, right? Manger. Keep in mind that this is wrong. So what do? We get rid of the ER, and because it is je, we add E at the end. Pizza is a feminine word. So, une. Je mange une pizza. How easy is that? Let's try another one. Let's use écouter. Let's speak écouter. Listen. Tu écoutes. So again, I get rid of the ER, right? And the ending for tu is ES. There you go, you add your ES. And what am I listening to? I am listening to, what, maybe Eminem? Okay. Tu écoutes Eminem. The last one? Okay. Il, what is he doing? Oh, he's crying. Pleurer, we will just add an E. Okay? And this will just go on and on and on. Nous, we are going to use what? Parler. So again, I write my verb without the radical. And for nous, the ending is ONS. Nous parlons. Let me move this a bit so I have more space. Okay. Then vous. Let's use one we haven't used. Crier here, right? So vous criez, get rid of the ER at the end, and the ending is EZ. And finally, last one, il with S. Il regarde, regardez. And my ending is ENT. And here I have the present tense for the verbs with ER at the end. Now, there is one more thing I would like you to keep in mind. When you use these verbs, you see these three, the sound is supposed to be the same, whether there is S or not. So, je mange, right? Let's pretend we have mange here with ES and E. Je mange, tu manges, il mange. You see there is no difference. Je pleure, tu pleures, il pleure. There is no difference. But there is something in particular. Let's pretend we are using these two together. So this gives us je écoute, right? Because there is a vowel for this word, we have to get rid of the E at the end. This only applies for je. So we say j'écoute. I can add another verb here, arriver, to arrive. It is the same thing. You are going to say j'arrive. You see? Just get rid of the E at the end, because in French we think it is ugly to say je écoute, je arrive. It does not sound right. So we say j'écoute, j'arrive. Finally, there is a last thing I would like you to keep in mind. So let's move on here. Nous parlons, vous criez. No worries, right? Nous parlons, vous criez. This is pronounced E. This is not pronounced as. This is E. Vous criez. And the last one, you see this here? This is actually pronounced like this. So this is not a sound. You say il regarde. Il regarde. Okay? Je regarde, tu regardes, il regarde, il regarde. So this is all I wanted you to know for the present tense of the ER verbs. Hopefully the video was very clear. I hope you will not have questions, but if you do have questions, please don't hesitate to ask me in class, or you can leave a post, a note on Edmodo. Okay? Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.